Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to have some Division 20 ranked online gameplay in the flyweight division using T.J Dillashaw coming up against the Division 18 Askarov. And the reason I'm uploading this gameplay is because I want to showcase to you guys what the higher divisions really look like right now and how people are looking to implement grappling. As you can see there, right off the bat, not even 10 seconds in, my opponent goes for the Zabit trip. And lately, this season, most predominantly, I've been coming up against a lot of people that are just abusing the trip and really looking to cheese their way onto the ground and using like little tactics just to really infuriate the opponent, make it hard to play against. So I just want to make people aware of the fighters that do have it. So the main way of denying it is the switch stance, and if you're coming up against Askarov, Henry Cejudo, Petroyan, John Jones, these sort of caliber fighters, if you look at their moves, they will have the trip. And like I said, easiest way to deny it is to switch stance so your opponent can't go for it. And then if you catch them constantly switching stance also, it just means they're really looking to utilize that trip. And if they do get it on you, it's the same denial as a takedown denial, it's just a much shorter window. So you've got to be very, very cautious of it. And it's just a thing that these high division players are doing. Obviously they're playing for points, they don't really care about sim fighting, and they'll look to utilise whatever. I came against, I think he was ranked number 8th or 9th in the world. He was using Petroyan, he kept using the trip constantly and using any sort of cheesy tactic just to get the fight onto the ground and get the victory. So just want to make you guys aware of how these guys are playing. But as you can see, he's going for these takedowns, he's not having much success, and the main thing you want to do to combat someone that's really looking to grapple is you want to throw anti-grappling strikes, strikes that will deny the takedowns for you. For instance, certain leg kicks will deny the takedown attempts, uppercuts, knees, teep kicks, or front kicks to the head. These are all beautiful, beautiful ways of, you know, deteriorating your opponent from going to these takedowns, because if they keep going for it and getting clipped, they're not going to want to do it because they're going to keep getting hurt, so they have to switch up how they get the takedown. Obviously flying knees as well also work, but they're a bit dangerous, a bit obvious. When you go for the flying knee, opponent sways back, hits you, and then you'll end up getting rocked or even knocked out, so something you've got to be wary of. Here we do a very good job of getting up, and one thing I would recommend, if your denials aren't great, I wouldn't recommend backing up towards the fence like I am here. My opponent is pressure fighting quite well, but the reason I'm backing up towards the fence is I'm fairly confident that once I get to the fence I can deny my opponent's takedown attempts. If you're not as confident, you've really got to look to control the centre of the octagon in order not to get pushed towards the fence and then dragged down. As you can see, I'm avoiding these clinch attempts well, and how I'm trying to counter it when my opponent goes for it is I'm throwing the straight, which will stun my opponent, and then I'll throw in a couple extra combinations. But really here, the main things you want to be doing is you want to be working the body, the legs. Whenever your opponent's going for a clinch, you want to duck under or throw a straight. Obviously if my opponent goes for a takedown, you're going to have to look to deny it, stuff it. Don't know how that head kick there wasn't a stun, that was so well timed. But as you can see, my opponent went 1 and 9 for takedowns, didn't get much control time, so a very promising round. And straight off the bat here, as you can see, he went for a takedown. I'm switching in between stances in order for my opponent not to get that trip, and my opponent's really looking to utilize the clinch. And the main thing you want to do is you really want to stay calm against these guys. As you can see, I'm staying calm in my combinations. Body work's paying dividends now. Thankfully, thank God he didn't land that punch, because I probably would have been knocked out there. I'm very fortunate that I didn't land. Again, now we're back to working the leg. We're throwing quite a high volume of combinations. We're throwing only 1, 2, 3 punches, but fairly consistent. We want to keep my opponent guessing, and that's where the teep kicks are coming in, the knees, and that's it. You just want to keep them guessing, wait for the opportunity. There's a leg kick, mixing up well to the body, and then as my opponent was going for an overhand, I believe, we catch him there and get an unreal knockout. But hopefully this short video showcased to you, how these fighters are trying to fight in these higher divisions using that trip and constantly trying to go for takedowns, and hopefully with the anti-takedown strikes, the denials, the distance management, you could pick up on little habits, remaining calm in order to really beat these guys. So coming up now is the judges' scorecards and the stats of the fight. Thank you for all the support recently on the videos. Please like, comment and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.